Welcome back friends to Astro Planetary Dance, the dance of planet. Today we will discuss about the recent transit which has happened for the planet Sun. Sun after a long time has come towards its exaltation point, which is the sign of Aries. Now, Sun is our ego, personality, our courage, government, superiors, our bosses. So all these three people are denoted by the planet Sun. It is also our father year and it's dharma as well. So now when Sun is coming to its exaltation, which means it is coming with its full power, at one portion, like one side of the coin is that yes, Sun is bringing so much of energy, so much of good things. At the same time, Sun also carries a lot of heat, because of which his wife was even not able to bear him and replaced herself with Chaya. So at the same time, it also burns a lot of things, because it will be creating a lot of aggression and anger in you as well. So now let's understand how this is going to impact our Rashi, our ascendant. However, this transit is a good transit, but depending upon its tone and your overall kundri, your Ashtavarga and everything, it will be impacting accordingly. Meanwhile, let me just tell you, people who are watching this video would request you to go back and subscribe and put the bell icon so that you can watch all the latest updates of different planets moving here and there and dancing here and there, and I will be updating all those videos over here. Okay. So let's start with the first sign, which is the sign of Aries itself. Sun is going to transit in the sign of Aries from 14th of May. This is April, 14th of April till 15th of May 2018. So for now, for Aries ascendant, how it is going to impact, let's understand. In Aries, it is going to hold the sign on the very first house. So this is the portion which is denoted by that particular area. So it is going to transit over this portion, aspecting your 7th house, the mirror image, your wife, your business partnership, and is also the lord of your 5th house for Aries ascendant. Now for Aries, your creativity, so this is a time when Sun will be illuminating your creativity house. So from your creativity, your intellectual quality, your wisdom, your higher thinking, you can gain money, you can get profits. Your father is gonna definitely get some profit. Rise in your social status, your larger circle, I mean to say. Apart from this, gain in your profession. Sun is also your profession. I just missed on to say Sun is your not like the job aspect. Sun denotes your job. So here, gain in terms of professional arena. And when I talk about gain, so your bosses, your government, in case if you are working for a government organization, this is a very good time. You will get good support from your superiors. You will gain authority. And overall, this particular tone of this particular transit is going to sound good for you. At the same time, because it is here, so your temperament may boom up, and that will not only impact you, your stress level or your anxiety will increase. Not anxiety, you will be like impatient kind of person. The same time, it will also be putting pressure on your business partnership, on your wife. So with all these good things, it can impact very well the kind of relationship you have with your wife, or in case if you're engaged into a business, you may start dominating. Along with your anger, you will mix up the anger, your own personality, and then with the kind of rays coming in, you will be putting a lot of pressure there. This will create a lot of dominance. Avoid that, so that you can take the actual benefit of this particular transit. Now let's talk about the second sign, which is Taurus. For Taurus, it is transiting in house number 12 of losses, foreign journey, hospitalization, transformation. A lot of things are denoted from that house, and it is the lord of your 4th house of mother, your pleasure, your home, your property, and looking at your house of profession, your job house. So in this case, people can avail a foreign trip, or people who are working or looking for a PR, they can approach their home people to get a visa or get a permanent PR residential, take blessing of your mother at this time. If you want to go to a foreign country, settle into a foreign country, take the blessing of your house, your mother, right? Apart from this, people who are already in foreign country, this is a good time. They may get a job. They may get some, good options or opportunity for availing a job in case if they just transited there and they are like looking for a job after a PR. Very good time. Not only this, you will gain name, fame, good transformations. I would say there can be a job change. Expenses may shoot up, hospitalization on the cards because of headache, fever, or any kind of these kind of diseases. Eyes, you may visit a doctor for your eyes or for your teeth. This kind of situation comes in normally. Apart from this, you can also go to meet some of your close relatives, maybe not relative, I would say. You may go to see your father, or your seniors may be hospitalized, so you may go to visit them. That can also be a reason of hospitalization, which is showing in your cards. You may acquire a property, and at this time your opponent will not be able to flung in front of you. But with all these things, as I said, Sun transit brings a lot of good prosperity, a lot of gains, benefits, everything. At the same time, it also brings a lot of heat, anger. Control that. Now for third one is which? Gemini. For Gemini, it is transiting in a house of gains, when it is the Lord for your short distance travel, your siblings, and your courage. It is the Lord of that particular house, and it is aspecting your fifth house. How this combination is gonna work, like your siblings, elder siblings will enjoy their life. At the same time, high social gain, income gain is very well seen on your cards with your own effort, because now here you will be again using your mind, your creativity, and it is basically you have to balance this particular house a lot. In normal life as well, for Geminis, they have to balance their mind a lot. So a lot of thinkings coming in between. You're balancing, no this, no this, that kind of situation. At the same time, people who are running through Rahu Mahadasha or Saturn Mahadasha or Ketu Mahadasha or any of the Badakesh Mahadasha, and by any chance Sun is also transiting at the same house, this may create some problem when your done projects may fail, or your some obstacles has to come, but do not take it as a closure. It may again come up. Okay, don't worry. Issues with love life, do not try to in case if you are trying to propose a girlfriend, or the girl is proposing a boyfriend, do not try to show your ego, personality, and your courage and all those things in that particular affair. Love affairs is romantic. Be a little romantic, and don't try to put that aggression. What is this? I have done that kind of studies. I'm so great. And you don't know, your boyfriend or your girlfriend may not be that literate, and the person feels offended and rejects the proposal. Get lost. Don't do that. Siblings will support. Long distance travel, in case not long distance travel exactly, but yes, some of the short distance travel may benefit you. You may try to within the country you will be traveling. Apart from this, any long awaited desire which you were looking since long, you were thinking to do some projects, you were thinking to establish some kind of business, or you were thinking for a promotion, or to gain some sudden money, not sudden money, to gain some money. This is a time when your long awaited wishes may get fulfilled. Okay. So all good, and from aggression perspective I do not see, but yes, the aspect of Sun on your 7th house, it will illuminate that particular house. That is a house of your creativity. Where it is aspecting right now, that's the house of your creativity. Use your creativity, your knowledge, your wisdom. Think, and there can be some of the past life good work of yours which may plug in there. You even don't know. That will just come in, and you can get some benefit of it. So some of your past when you have done something great may help you out. Okay. For Scorpio ascendant, Scorpio moon, for you, Sun is the Lord of your house of profession, and is transiting in house number House of, basically, you will not understand that. House of disease, obstacles, problems, law, loans, these kind of houses is traveling in. And from there, it is looking at your expenses. So here, how this will impact your opponents, because sun is in that particular house of enemies, of obstacles, problems. So these things you will be warding off. You will be able to get your opponent down on the knees. The same goes at your workplace as well. So you'll be able to beat the competition, in other words. Now you will be able to get the support of your superiors, your seniors, people who are working in government, or people who are looking for a government job, or people who are going for a government interview. They'll be getting the benefit from the government. So overall, from work perspective, this is going to be a good time. In case if you're into some kind of legal cases is going on, you will be this case will be in your favor, but expenses will rise. And what I see here, the expenses is going to rise towards dealing with obstacle cases, hospitalizations, disease, these kind of things, where your money will be, the expenses will go towards. Overall, you will be feeling very courageous. You will be feeling very high in terms of your ego, personality, just keep the ego down. Your personality, your courage, your confidence, this is gonna boost up in dealing with all these obstacles. Obstacles will come, but you will be able to ward off all these problems. Now for Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, it is the lord of your house of father, house of long distance travel, for luck, benefits, transiting in house number, your creativity, your intelligence, your love affairs, your brain, your study house. It is transiting over there, aspecting the house of game. I wanna game. That kind of situation is going on. So people, like if you're a children, your children is gonna do well at this particular time. In case you are looking for some opportunity around towards earning money, so at this particular time, increase in your earning is seen through your creativity, through your studies, through your graduation studies. In case if you've done some graduation study which is talking towards some profession, so from there you can gain. Apart from this, love life is gonna get impacted. Here, you will not be acting like a Venus. You will not be acting soft. You will be acting a little aggressive. You will be acting a little egoistic in your love relationship, because of which you propose some girl or you propose some boy. Boy should not normal. So in case a girl is proposing a boy and boy is proposing a girl, this deal may fail, or there may be a stressed relationship. So at this part of time, now because you understand, you can take a control to it. When you go to your girlfriend or you go to your boyfriend, speak properly, maintain a good relation, speak softer sentences, speak softer aspects, speak romance, speak love. Because Venus right now, where is Venus? I think till 26 it is in 12. So it is in exaltation. I need to check, I'm not very sure. It is, I think till 26 it is in exaltation. So take that advantage. Don't just go, I'm vice president, I'm an AVP, I recently got promoted as an AVP, and I'm in an affair with you. I really like you. Do not just try to go like a boss. Go like a romantic lover. Okay. So just be careful. And you, in fact, being a Sagittarius ascendant, being a fire sign itself, just be a little careful. Students will definitely do very good in examination. In case if you're looking for a change of job, this is a time when it is the planets are putting the effort to get you placed somewhere else. So you can think of changing a job. Spouse may gain financially. Some financial benefit can happen. But with overall, I see a good transit for Sagittarius. But whatever I said, I frequently pointed most of the ascendant to control their ego, control their the confidence should be controlled, the power should be controlled. Okay. Now for Capricorn, it is the lord of your sudden events house, the house of darkness, the house of transformation. And it is transiting in your home's house, your home's luxury pleasure house. It is transiting into your mother's house and aspecting your house of profession. Now, here what is going to happen? Your aggression, your personality, your ego will put a lot of pressure on your family, on your mother, on your even I can see some of the people will be putting a cross accelerator very hard. They may drive rash. Don't do that. So these kind of situation will create a disharmony inside the family, your grihastha ashram. It is gonna create some kind of disharmony. You will do good at work, and health needs to be taken care of, because this kind of aggression will be creating health issues, and that will not be only to you, it will be for your family as well. I think just because of this particular energy coming in from on your home front, that kind of aggression will come, that kind of heat will come, and unnecessary through the speech people will be fighting with each other, and that will create mental anxiety, will affect the moon, which is the mind, and eventually health issues will start coming up, popping up. So just be careful. Mother's health, especially your mother's health, I can see a very clear issues with your mother and her health. Sudden events, still with all these things, because it has also aspect and all these things, sudden events will bring some happiness to you. Just wait for that thing, and in case if you're able to maintain that kind of aggression and things properly, so not only you will be doing good at your workplace, you will be doing good at your home as well, and at workplace also the dominance can come, control it. Now for which one is the next? 11, Aquarians. Now for you Aquarians, your courage is gonna increase, because it is gonna transit in your house of courage, siblings, neighbors, your subconscious mind, people who are in 10 plus 2 studies. They will do well at this particular time, because Sun will be illuminating the quality of that particular studies. Short distance travel is gonna give some benefit. Your travel will be your travel and your speech will be impactful. Favor from your spouse is very well seen, and she will be supporting you very well at this particular time. Fortune, luck, and what names it have, that is gonna favor you. You'll be very focused towards your goal. Whatever you have to achieve, you will be very focused towards your goals, ambition, your desires. You'll be very focused towards it. And at the same time, again I said, heat, benefit plus the other part. Your father health may get impacted. Just in case if your father is not doing well, just be a little careful. Take care of your fooding habits, take care of his fooding habits and yours as well. Ask him to walk. In case if you feel a lot of aggression, and even the previous ascendant I was talking about Capricorn, in case you people feel very aggressive, in that case please use Avla juice. That will help to lower down your aggression, and especially people who are looking for a kid at this particular time, because some people may be looking for a kid of this ascendant, and the house is very well speaking about it, but because of the aggression, with the kind of temperament, a miscarriage can happen. So just be careful. Father's health I talked about, your courage, ego, so I covered everything. So hope you understand that the overall tone of your Kundali as well is very good. Depending upon your Ashtavarga, your original chart, your Rahu placement, your Mahadasha, Antardasha, whatever it is. However, the overall tone is good. So just see what is impacting you, control that and get the benefit. No one can stop you off. Now for the last one, which is Pisces. So for Pisces, it is gonna transit in your this portion, your mouth. And mouth, yes, it is transiting in the portion of your communication, your mouth, your family lineage, your larger family, not the Grihastha ashram when you, your father, mother, wife, son is there. The larger family, which is your uncle, cousins and all those things. Okay. Here, your speech may go harsh. and create a lot of problem around. So heated communication is very well seen on that card. At the same time, your speech will be full of fire. So instead of using it into arguments and other nonsense things, why can't you make your speech very impactful, like a authority talking, not like a Hitler, something like if I will say this will go political. I'm not into any political discussion here, but I like Modi, the way Modi speaks with authority and a lot of good things he talks about. Guys, I'm just talking about Modi as an individual and not talking about any BJP or a Congress or any party politics. I'm not concerned about it. Okay. Or I would say some good speaker who are like very fiery, like Amitabh Bachchan. People who are very fiery in terms of what they speak, but they speak with a lot of authority. They speak with a lot of right message, dharma, good gesture. So convert these things into that, and you being a Piscean, you can accumulate your spiritual, your higher knowledge, and then put it inside your speech along with the sun, planet sun. Take his fire to make that speech impactful instead of making it towards a harsh one. Trust me, if you make this combination, the mixture is gonna be so good that people will just be stunned in hearing what you are saying, and they will obey it for sure. They will follow what you say. With authority, they will follow. But you're just being shut up, don't talk like that guy. You understand who I'm talking about. Very powerful president, the US president. Don't become in that speech. Just be a little careful. Okay. Be a generous speaker. Add that fire, the revolutionary fire, like Subhash Chandra Bose, like some of the great leaders like Bhagat Singh. Chandrasekhar was not a speaker, but Bhagat Singh was a very good speaker. He had a lot of knowledge, wisdom with him, and when he wrote, the entire British government shook off. So I don't know I'm able to make that mixture and combination or the example right or not, but you understand what I'm saying. Health issues, stress is very well seen. Bad relationship. So nothing bad, it is just because of the things which I talked about. Your aggression, your speech, aggressive speech, fiery speech. So you can convert it. Gain to, like in case if you're a lawyer, if you're a doctor, if you're a person who is, dealing with daily disputes, you will gain. You will have a lot of benefits of it. In case if you're looking for a loan, you will definitely get that. If you've applied for a loan, your loan is passed. In-laws. You may have issues with your in-laws, so do not just get into it. Otherwise, once you create an issue with in-laws, the house which is not denoting, which is your grihasthashram, which is fine, you may get into a problem. I don't know if the phone voice was coming. I was saying people who are into legal things, doctors, or people who are into dispute management, they will do good. At the same time, loans are on the cards. You can take a loan is passed. I also said, I don't know, phone was coming, so it catched in this video or not. At the same time, there will be issues with the in-law. So I'm saying do not do that, because if you do and if you create some issues with your in-laws, that may impact your house of grihasthashram. Practically, the planets are not saying that, but practically it can impact. So I'm just saying to be careful. You can get a good support from your maternal uncle. So overall, this transit is going to be good, a fiery transit, a very good transit, but needs to be managed carefully because it will create a lot of aggression, a lot of ego in you as well. So if you can control those things, you can take the maximum advantage of it, and you will gain for sure. No one can stop it, the kind of energy planet sun is bringing in. But that's all, friend. Thank you for watching Astro Planetary Dance, the dance of planet. Do not miss to subscribe, and subscribe. Then obviously, once you subscribe, you will watch. If you will like, please like. That's all, friend. Thank you.